Next deck of the day and the final deck of this shorter Monday stream is going to be Japan German Burn. This is a this list is largely has been largely unchanged for a few seasons now. There are going to be a lot of familiar cards in here for people, but some maybe a little different things that you might not typically see. I'm running Kagoshima Regiment in here to deal with the various healing cards that exist in the game. It's also, being a 5/3 ambush is also a really good card with Encirclement, which we're running. I wanted a little bit higher density of burn units in this game, so I'm trying a couple copies of Hayabusa, which is a card that I haven't run in a while, although it's a card that I really, really like. Up at the top end here, Shiden and Feigned Retreat is one of the new cards we're trying out here. I originally had a couple of patrol, or no, what is it called? Scouting Party in this deck, but I was finding that it just too often was discarding decent German cards that we would have rather drawn to help close out games, like Air Blitz and even like the Panzer 35Ts. I faced a player sometime this past weekend running Feign Retreat, and it seemed like it actually was pretty decent in their burn deck. Just a high density of cheap units that you could flood the board with, constantly churn through your deck, especially ones that have destruction effects that you can't really deal with, or that is hard to deal with when your life total is so low. So we're going to try that out, and I put the Shiden at the top end here for some reach. This is just a great elite, one of my favorites in the game. Artwork's cool. I love keyword soup on units in general, so yeah, that's pretty much the list. Feign Retreat, 31 unit deck, seems okay. We'll try it out, see how it goes. And we'll see if we can't get the Field Marshal with this deck. I'm just going to update the deck command here with the import code for those interested. Yeah, and I haven't done that math yet, Wirtz. I haven't done that math yet. Just in the few little games I played against the AI, which is a very obviously not a good way to test. But just like goldfishing against the AI to get a feel for the overall flow of the deck, I was finding that Scouting Party was discarding a lot of cards just in the small sample size that I had, and then that combined with seeing someone play Feigned Retreat on me and it being very good made me want to try that card out as well. I think Scouting Party's probably just better in like a near mono Japan deck where like you're almost guaranteed to draw 4 to 5 cards with it every time. I think we'll keep this. Play this on one. Maybe on turn 2 we either go move this up these two, or we might just drop this. Depends on what he plays. Okay, now I'm more inclined to flood the front line. So we'll move this up, play this, play this. I'm not sure, because Scouting Party is a fairly expensive card for an aggro deck anyway at 4. I mean, I guess it's like kind of like an Enigma in that case, which personally I found Enigma can be quite expensive in aggro decks. I think I'm just supposed to get rid of that. But I suppose if it's drawing you 3 or 4, at least 3 consistently, like if the average is 3+, maybe it's good enough. Well, there goes our Feigned Retreat, so we're not drawing that this game. Oh, that's such a beating. Like, anything else other than this card would have been very good. Because this can absorb our hits from these two. So annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. That's just... This card is obnoxious. I think this card needs to be changed, personally. Yeah, I think we keep this. Do we want this in the opener or something else? I think we can get something else. Alright, here's hoping we don't... This lives for a turn. That would be very nice. Although we could just get back-to-back Careless Talked on these. We'll see. 32 Japanese units. Okay, that's not awful. Because our aggro deck is running 31 units. So if we just made it... If they were all Japanese, they would be... that'd be a pretty good hit. Or a pretty good average. Okay, so they're not running any healing, so we're okay. We don't need to run this out. We can just be super aggressive. Oops. I think that's okay. Oh, wow. That's like the first time in a long while that I haven't just instantly gotten Awoken Gianted. The turn following one where I move a unit to the front line. Feels good, man. Oof. Oof. Yeah, this is, it feels good to play an aggro deck before, right after playing. Sure, I don't think I want to do it on stream though, and be distracted. I'll give a quick look at it though. Oh no, I guess I have to import it into the thing. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it probably post stream, unless you want to post it in, post a link. Like if you have a play cards thing, post it in stream, or just import the whole list and post it in stream, and we can take a look at it. I think I get rid of this without knowing that I'm going to get a lot of value out of it. Look for something else. I think I'll go with this if we're facing a German player across the table. Hey, the devil. You just missed your deck. I'm not interested in playing drawn out like games against Nakshub. Nakshub just beats this deck. This card is ridiculous in the aggro mirrors. I think it's like that's probably the #1 card I want to see nerfed in this in the next balance patch. Overall we like the deck. I think there were some changes that I would have liked to make that were mostly based on just personal preference, but I liked what the deck was doing overall. And I think we won most of our matches actually. It definitely made me want to try special delivery with honey more and see like how that feels, because like that's kind of because you could play honey and special delivery on turn 5 as opposed to mobilization and get 3 health off of that. But I'm not 100% certain if honey is going to be better than fortification on average in your deck if you're looking to like have a little bit more survivability against aggro or burn. But at the same time, the 2/2 body was nice. So, yeah. I'm supposed to keep this for sure. I almost threw that away. I think the conclusion we came to, though, like the clear, like one of the main things we're probably cutting from the deck would be the Black Widow. It just didn't do enough most of the time, and I think there's other cards I'd rather fit in. And I'm not sure I like Gunship Mission instead of Patrol, just because Patrol has the ability to hit frontline units as well, which helps against aggro, and it's also, even though it doesn't have the healing, and the added utility of getting rid of pesky destruction effects, like on like the good Japanese guard units, or even opposing Corsairs, I think could be valuable. But I think that's it. I think I would try no Black Widow and maybe Patrols instead of Gunship Mission, and leave the rest of the deck the same for the time being. And try a bunch of and try it out. Yeah, I definitely want to explore with honey and special delivery more. Yeah, but then the thing you have to ask yourself is how often would you have gotten 2 or more health if you could have just killed an aggressive unit that made it to the front line, right? And then on top of that, Patrol has the added utility of getting rid of nasty guard and destruction effects. That's my only thinking with that. Do we just Raiding Brigade this and move it up? I know we give him a 3/2, but The 3/2 is kind of bad against our whole deck, right? Okay, well, I feel like we're obligated to get this Kagoshima going. If he has a hammer for this, we're kind of in a bad spot, but... If you don't have the Corsair, try the Beef 25. That's what I have in my air deck, and I found it's, like, not awful. Because of the fact that they changed it so that it only hits units now. And it's a 4/5 body. So it actually doesn't die to as many things as a Corsair would. I would give that a shot. I think we gotta take this out. Oh, you're also missing B17, unfortunately, is like a must-have. Well, Kaylin, we're talking about gunship mission, replacing gunship mission with patrol, though, so you'd still be able to deal with Artie in the backline in those cases. We're not talking about cutting that kind of effect from the deck overall. We're just talking about... we're just talking about replacing it with something with a similar, potentially better effect. Okay, I think we should get rid of this to maximize our chances that this lives and can hit his face. Because then I think we have enough burn to finish him off. Ah, well, not if that happens, I suppose. Yikes. I think that's a good target, because he can kill this with that. Or he could do that, but now he runs the risk of, like, me having enough pings. I guess it's no different. Yeah, I'm not sure... I think we do this. And we don't play anything else out for him to run into our units. We're kind of hoping we to burn him out at this point, yeah? Okay, that's probably game. I don't know if we can buy ourselves, and I don't think we have enough time to find 2 burn effects. We need to, like, run them off the next 2 turns. Okay, I mean, that's okay, because now we can at least kill this? I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. We need, like, air blitz, raiding, or bombing raid. Bunch of stuff like that. Desperate Measures is decent. I guess Desperate Measures gets rid of that, but he's gonna gain 2 life first. Apparently not. Oh, there goes a Shiden. That would have been nice, potentially. Alright, well, we need one of our burn cards right off the top. Oh no, I guess we can trade here, so it's not all... Boom. Barely won that. We had like 2 turns to draw something like that, and we had 2 air blitz, 1 bombing raid, and I guess that's it. That's all that would have really worked in the position we were in. That's actually pretty impressive that we were able to beat the deck that found the 04, the Russian deck that found the Soviet 04 and the 2/3 that heals. Okay, sign. Where is the official? Where did you post the deck? Numi. Yeah, I guess I saw you posted it earlier, and then I just kind of got lost in the chat. We were discussing things. It's basically looks, what is it, a German Soviet kind of mid-range deck, or is it more of a control deck, or is it an aggro deck? Oh, I like Stug 3Fs, that's for sure. Okay, let's focus on this again. I think I want the AKITA regiments against the other aggressive deck. This is a fine one, especially if we can do this on 2. It's not likely, but we'll try. Yeah, so this is okay. Okay, I'll take a look at it maybe in between matches. Yeah, I think we just need to preserve our life total as best as possible here, so we're just going to take out 2 of these. Play out another 2/2. If we can get the front line and encircle this, that would be insane. If we could do that with the AKITA regiment, that would be even better. Okay, let's just take this out then. See if we can do it next turn. Oh no, we wouldn't have enough resources, never mind. It's annoying, so I think I'll take it. Now this is where he plays Raiding Brigade, and we're super sad. I shouldn't have put this here, possibly. If anything, I should have put it here, because if he wants to hit this with bombing raid, this takes 2 and our HQ takes nothing. Now this takes 2 and our HQ takes 2. Yep, we said that we'd get hosed by this card, and looks like that's exactly what's going to happen here. Yeah, Shiden might be okay. Guess we should take this out so our other units don't die. It's a shame we didn't get to use our encirclement this game. Maybe I'm just not supposed to keep it on the draw against what is potentially another aggressive deck. Yeah, we're probably just dead. We need like a bombing raid or something. Another fast unit, yeah, like that. That's decent. Probably still dead though. Yeah, I mean, like, how are we gonna beat this? Next turn, we don't even have enough resources to hit with both of these next turn, so yeah, we're just dead. Yeah, we'll just do this. It's fine. There are no Rising Suns in this deck. Our main source of card advantage is Feigned Retreat. And Feigned... Wait, what else are we running? Are we running the 22nd Infantry? I can't recall. What are our German cards? It's the 3 Panzers, it's the 3 Air Blitz... 3 Panzers, 3 Air Blitz. The heck is it? Oh, and 2 Encirclement. That's the German cards we're running. Yeah, maybe 22nd Infantry is fine in this deck because it works with Feigned Retreat as well. What would we cut? Not sure. I mean, we haven't really run out of cards so far. I mean, the real answer is I don't know. That's why we're trying it out. I faced the deck over the weekend that was running this card and it seemed cool, so figured we'd give it a shot. Well, that's a turn too late, but let's run it anyway. He could play out a bunch of crazy stuff here, but then hopefully Desperate Measures kind of hoses him. Sure. Oh, he's just having none of it. He's like, forget. Screw your 2-2. Man. I'm kind of obligated to do this. This is the part where he plays Fast Hines. No Fast Hines. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to Desperate Measures this. Do this. Okay, now we can duplicate this. Play this out. Shoot. Shoot. Maybe I'm actually supposed to play that out with the other resource so that Feigned Retreat is better. Hopefully we get a 1-drop off the top of our deck. We can play that out plus Feigned Retreat. Neat. Ooh, yeah, I have to play that. Yeah, most of the time, like in that game, card advantage isn't usually an issue with the aggressive decks, right? We're just trying to run them down. Obviously, you can get into situations where you run out of cards, but I think people overvalue card draw, I think, in aggressive decks a little bit. We're just looking to play something out every turn, use up our resources, and hope that that's enough. That's pretty much... That's this deck's game plan. We're not looking for games to go long. So hopefully Feigned Retreat is enough. Maybe it's not. I could see some number of 22nd Infantry being okay in the deck instead of, I don't know, something else. Maybe the 1-2 that draws when it gets destroyed. But that's a nice 1-drop, and I like having a lot of 1-drops in my deck with... especially 1-drop infantry in my deck with Panzer 35T. And we're definitely going to just fight the AI here because I am looking to get to Field Marshal and not have to worry about it. I'm sure I'll get it this season with a deck like this anyway, but may as well take advantage if I can. The Brook AI likes to run Desert Rats, so I'm not going to go with this on turn 1. But 2 of them. Perfect. Ooh, that's not so good. That was a good draw, though. So even if he... Okay, cool. I was going to say, even if he gets this unit back with, like, a hammer, this turn we might have got him low enough that we're just going to burn them out. Burn him out. Oh, wait. He's dead now. See, may as well get that easy star if you can. It's pretty rare that the timer goes to a minute for me. I think it's only happened twice this season so far. Yeah, I think that's the second time the timer's gone to a minute this season, which is a good sign because there were definitely some seasons Or I could get almost an entire nation to field marshal just from AI matches. His follow-up's probably Albacore, right? If he's that aggressive with this. So if I play this out, which is ideal, it's going to get hit by Albacore and I don't have a way to deal with it. Whereas this dies, but at least I have a way to deal with it. Maybe I'm actually supposed to play this because of that, to be resource efficient. Perfect. Annoying, but not the end of the world, especially with that draw. I think I'm fine running those two into that. Hopefully these two can connect. Because we're definitely going into the shelling turn, and that's probably gonna... Yeah. Sure. Well, we're probably not gonna beat sweepers.deck. If he's running cards like that. There goes our Feigned Retreat. Really wanted to see... the other thing I was wondering is if this deck actually wants more of the 3/3 plane. They are kind of expensive at 4 though, but I wouldn't... I'm thinking I wouldn't mind one more, you know? Because I have 3 now. All right. Well, if he's running any amount of healing, we're probably just not going to be able to get there. That's also true if this gets ultra'd, which it might. He's got 3 resources up. He's probably thinking about it if he has it in hand. I think I need to save this for, like, if I run off a Panzer 35T, then I can hit him for 2. We're down 2 of those already, so that's probably not happening. It could clear the way for a Shiden. And so because of that, we might drop this on turn 10, so that if we have in hand or draw a Shiden, we can do stuff with it. Okay, well, he has that now, so that's not likely. We still have 1 air blitz in our deck, right? Hmm. 5, 9, 10. Yeah, it's true, but you just gotta pretend that it's discarding from the bottom of the deck, and you realize that it doesn't matter, right? Like, look how many more cards we still have in our deck. Us losing cards from the top is no different than if we just never drew them at all because they were at the bottom. But yes, it definitely on a psychological level it feels bad. So do we make them have it here? Because he can only deal 10. And I think I want to make sure that we have two outs. One of the the third Air Blitz or the Shiden, which means I have to Sendai this. But it leaves him a lot of attackers. I think that's our play to win line. I don't think we can... Like, what's more likely to find? Or we stall and hope that, like, that's good enough. I'll just make him have it. Okay. Or that could happen. Okay. Kind of stole that game. His deck got off to a really good start controlling the board with that, like, that 3-for-1 sweeper was... I thought that was game right there. Somehow we brought it back. Yeah, sometimes you... we took the play to win line rather than the play to not lose line. Do I like this on 2? Yeah, I think so. It's probably getting awokened, but I mean, so many things can. Do we play Kagoshima out on 3? Just so, like, we turn off gunship missions in case he has them? No, now I'd rather get this up. I think we're supposed to hit this. That might be wrong, but I feel like I don't want this to keep pinging our stuff. Oop. Very nice. That's very nice. I think I'll move this one up. So he's playing Soviet. U.S. artillery. Oh, this is going to be nasty. Probably. Two, three, four, five. Too bad it didn't hit that. It's a shame we didn't see one of our Type 93s. Type 93 or our bombing raid would have made this much more... just much better game overall. Okay, I think we do this then. Maybe we'll finally play Feigned Retreat in this game. Or with this deck. Well, now here's hoping I get to encircle. I doubt that's happening, but... Wow. Whoa, that's a draw. And we can attack with all three as well. Am I supposed to hit the... I'm supposed to do this, yeah. I mean, like, this is what I mean. This deck has something to do on every turn with all of its resources, it seems, that we don't need additional card draw, but time will tell. This is a very small sample size of games. But next turn, we're very likely to be able to play whatever card we draw plus Feigned Retreat. And we just, like, this doesn't really matter to us. Oh, that's kind of... Oh, what am I saying? That's not unfortunate. That's death. Oh, that's a shame. We kill our opponent. I mean, no defenses. He played like some pretty beefy artillery out in the first few turns that kind of gave us problems. It definitely could have gone way worse for us. Yeah, I mean... Obviously, Awoken would have been nuts. But I mean, how does card draw help against that, right? The whole goal of this deck is to just hit face as hard and fast as possible, and then you beat their card advantage and you beat their guards with burn. Yeah. Well, if he's super healing deck, this is gonna be tough. Sorry about that, guys. Someone with a very noisy muffler decided to drive by. Well, mass pinning commandos with healing is probably gonna do a number on us as well. Ooh, I like that. I don't play that one. Beautiful. And all of these have destruction effects, so even if these pings hit, he's definitely going to need to hit some healing. Yeah. I think shooting face is better than playing this out, especially because it's not hitting the front line next turn until next turn anyway. What are you saying, Sainomi, that the card is super inefficient and it would be awful in MTG? Because I agree with you, it would be awful in MTG. Okay, well, he found 3 fortifications. Yeah, no, I agree. I've played MTG a fair amount, and it's definitely the case most of the time. Ooh, that's really good. Okay, this is gonna come down to the wire here. Okay, does he have interception? He does not. This was clutch. His deck was super heal deck, probably Commonwealth. Oh, yeah, it didn't come up for some reason. Oh, yeah, it did. Oh, now you're gonna hear me talk again. Where are you? There it is. I didn't even know Cards had an official deck builder. This looks pretty cool. I'll finish up this game, and then that's pretty much going to take us to the hour. And then I think We'll just end the stream and we'll take a look at your deck. I can even import it and such, and we'll see. Ah, damn, we're not on the play, we're on the draw? That sucks. Okay, that's not as bad. I think we're Raiding Brigade next turn. Now we might just be waiting until we can bombing raid. Might be greedy though. Yeah, that might be greedy. I really want to do this turn though. But maybe I'd rather do it on the Panzers. What do we think? He could get these out of range with Cup of Tea. So yeah, I'm probably supposed to just kill one. Shoot face. Is it still worth bombing raiding that? Possibly next turn he's gonna like shelling us. I think it might be worth it. I think Commandos is seeing a bit of a resurgence. So it might be not unreasonable. This card's gonna get us. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely seems like a good anti-aggro deck. I saw, who was it? Drogear was running a decent looking one with Soviet. Like Honey, or sorry, yeah, Honey and Commandos plus, whatchamacallit seemed really good. Bloody Sickle. I think we should save this for the turn we want to play these, because he's probably going to hit us with Carpet Bombing next turn. I don't mind if these also get Carpet Bomb. He takes 2, we draw 1. I'm actually surprised he didn't move that forward. Because of that, maybe I was supposed to be more aggressive at taking the front line, actually. He has a lot of retreat effects. I wonder if he's running the Typhoon for card draw. That's a good pickup. I definitely want to make a Typhoon memer. Ooh, Feigned Retreat. That could help. Okay, with Feigned Retreat in mind, I think we're just gonna... If he carpet bombs us now, he takes 3, 6, 9. Well, he dies. 3, 6, 9, 11. Well, if Commandos is good against aggro, it needs, those were lucky games for us, I guess, because we just beat 2 Commandos decks in a row that had very, very good starts. Maybe they didn't have very, very good starts. They both had Monties at the start, though. So yeah, Japan, German, Burn. I think, I don't know. What's there to say? I think it's been, like, reasonable for a long while now. I think it's, like, definitely seems fine, you know, at the start of this new format. Of course, you know, people are still trying to figure out what the optimal builds are for their slower decks, and aggro decks tend to do very well at the start of formats because of that, right? Because people are just trying to figure out what the optimal builds are. So don't take, you know, the games that we played today, take them with a grain of salt, in other words. And but, you know, for now, this deck doesn't seem unreasonable for sure. So that is pretty much going to